Hey Carol, can we talk? It's about us living together at my parents' place.
Hey Mark, not a good time. I'm headed to an important meeting. I really don't have time for this. Can we talk later? Besides, I thought we already talked about that. We agreed that we wouldn't live with your folks after getting married. You were okay with it. Why now?
Yeah, I know. But I got to thinking, I am the oldest, and also an executive at my father's company. I figured it would be kind of convenient to live with my folks.
How about we make it a weekend-only marriage? We're living at my house right now. We can get back to living like we did before we got married. I live here at my folks' place, you with yours, and we get together on weekends, no problem.
Are you serious? Why even stay married then? If we're married, I want us to live together, not just weekends.
You want me to live with your folks, you do realize I run a company, right? If something happens, my priority is to think of the company first and foremost. I have employees and they have their families is to take care of. As for your family, I can help out financially, but I can't look after them at all the time. We talked about this.
Yeah, I know, but if you love me, I want you to, care about them too. I know, maybe I'm being a little unreasonable. It's just that.
Come on, Mark. You know I love you. I wouldn't be marrying you if I didn't. And about your folks, I think highly of them. But my feelings for them and my work are completely different. Besides, both your parents are still working, right? And another thing, your younger brother and his family are living there too. How am I supposed to work full-time and also do household work? It's just not possible right now. Your brother's wife, Mary, will end up having to do most of the work. I'm sure she has her hands full as it is. If I live there and not help with the chores, even though I help out financially, just doesn't sit well with me. You know what I mean?
Don't worry about Marie. She loves to do housework and cook. It's almost like a hobby with her.
Really? Every time I go there, she seems kind of tired out. Didn't seem like she was enjoying any kind of hobby. Another thing I noticed was that your parents are always pretty well dressed, but Mary is always in, I wouldn't say rags, but close to it. Which kind of got me thinking, she's not being bullied in any way, is she?
Are you serious? Of course not! I've been living in the same house as her for 5 years, and I've never witnessed such a thing. How could you even think that?
Yeah, right. Sorry. Of course your folks would never do such thing. They've always seemed kind and considerate.
That's right. And Marie is a bit unusual. She said she has no interest in fashion.
Oh yeah? Anyway, about living there with you guys, that's on hold, okay? If you're so adamant about us living there, I need a pretty good reason or I'm not going to agree, just so you know.
Boy, you really are stubborn.
You should be grateful I'm even considering it.
Alright. I'll figure something out. You need a good reason. I'll find one.
I'm sorry to contact you so late. This is about you guys living with us. Are you still up?
Oh, hi Mary. No problem, what's up? Pretty late. Been working late? Sorry I contacted you earlier out of the blue. Guess you were tired up.
No problem. I was sort of busy with work and household chores. I wanted to contact you earlier.
I see. Are you okay? You're not overworked or anything, are you?
I'm fine. Pretty used to it by now. About you guys living here, Mark said that he wants you to live here with us soon. I really don't think you should go through with it.
Huh? Excuse me? What do you mean? Can you elaborate if you don't mind?
I'll explain, but could you not tell Mark that I talked to you about this? I'd appreciate it.
Yes, of course. Besides, I contacted you without Mark's knowledge anyway.
I came to this house about 5 years ago, as you probably know. Ever since then, I've been working non-stop. I have no days off at all. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I came here with a reasonable amount of savings, but that's all gone, and I'm running the company all by myself. When I first arrived, the company was in the red for quite some time. They were barely making payments every month and was on the verge of bankruptcy. And as for the household chores and cooking, I'm responsible for all of it. Everyone in this family, even my husband, they don't help out at all. I'm just a slave to them.
Whoa! Hold it right there, Mary. Are you serious? Is that why you're always wearing those clothes? I heard that you were just not interested in fashion.
I just don't have the money to buy any nice clothes. That's why. I've been wearing the same clothes for the last 5 years. I couldn't afford to buy anything new ever since I arrived here. But the other family members seem to be indulging themselves. I'm sure you've noticed.
That's no environment to be in. I urge you to get out right now. I know, let me talk to Mark about this. He'll know what to do.
There is no escape. I'm stuck here. There's nobody out there that will help me. I'm a slave for life. As for Mark, he's seen the predicament I'm in. After all, we've been living under the same roof for 5 years. He's well aware of my situation. He's part of this family.
That can't be right. Mark is not like that. He's a bit timid, but he's kind and considerate. And about me living there with them, I figured his mom was nagging him about it.
That's all a front. Mark is only acting kind and considerate. You may not believe me, but
What is it?
I heard that you lost your parents a while back. They find people in situations like yours, create an environment where you have nowhere else to go, and entrap you and use you as they please. That's what they did to me, and they succeeded for 5 years, so they figured they needed another slave. Actually, I heard them talking about it. And you also own your own company. I'm sure that once you move in with them, they take everything, rob you blind.
But you still have a chance. I urge you to cut all ties. Get away from these people as soon as possible.
I'll be okay. I've given up any hope of escape.
No, you can't be serious. I can't leave you there all alone. Let's escape together.
That's good and all, but there's nowhere else to escape to. Even if you go to the police, they will do nothing. They'll just say it's a family matter and nothing will be done.
Well, in that case, I help you escape.
Huh? Seriously?
If you had not confided in me, I would have moved in with you. You saved me from grief. Now it's my turn to save you. Even if I didn't end up living with him, they may have found a way to rip me off. I'm sure of it. You were there for 5 long years. Thanks for warning me about them. So don't worry, Mary. You're in luck. I'm on your side, and we'll figure out how to get out of this awful mess.
Carol, are you being straight with me? Do you really believe what I'm telling you?
I always thought it was sort of strange. I don't know how to pout this, but you just seemed so out of place there. When I ask Mark, he never really gives me a straight answer. And the fact that he keeps breaking his promise and insisting that we all live under one roof, I started to get suspicious. So when you told me about this, I was actually not all surprised. Besides, if I don't believe you, how am I supposed to rescue you, right?
I have a confession to make, Carol. I was thinking that if you did eventually move in, my life would become a bit easier. That they would focus on you, and it would ease my pain. I'm sorry.
Then why didn't you tell me the truth? Why did you warn me?
Well, when you came to the house those few times, you were so kind to me. Nobody has ever been so kind to me for so long. I was just so happy that someone out there cared for me. That's when I realized that nobody else should endure such pain, that this should end with me.
You're a strong and intelligent woman, that's for sure. I want you to pay back for telling me the truth about them. I'm going to get you out of there. I guess we are not very good at picking guys, but we are way better than those people. Let's put our heads together and give them a taste of their own medicine. What'd you say?
Hey, Carol, it's you, isn't it? I know it's you. You're protecting Marie, am I right?
Hey Mark, what's up? Protecting Mary? What are you talking about?
Don't act like you don't know. Marie is nowhere to be found. Everyone at home is frantically looking for her. You're harboring her. I know you are. Marie has no close family and no close friends. You're the only one that she would go to. Oh yeah, and you changed the keys on your house. Now why would you do that? My keys no longer work. I couldn't get in last night. I had to stay over at my folks' place. You're the only one she would go to. That's ample proof you have her. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. And that means you know perfectly well why I'm protecting her. I almost fell for your dirty trick, Mark.
Dirty trick? What are you talking about? It's you that's being tricked, Carol. Don't you realize that? Marie is mentally deranged. She's had mental problems ever since she arrived 5 years ago. Don't go believing everything she says. She's making all of it up.
That's my decision whether I believe her or not. I had no intention of relying on your financial support, so I had no interest about how your family company was doing. But it looks like the company is not doing very well. But when I met you at the business party last year, you were all decked out in an expensive suit, and that Rolex, how much did that cost? You bought all that with money borrowed through Mary's name? Is that true? You're really pathetic, Mark. I wasn't smart either, coned by the likes of you.
I bought that suit myself, and I've had that watch for ages.
Then why is Mary always dressed in complete rags? Can you answer that? She says she's just like any other woman. She loves fashion and even wants to go to a hairstylist one of these days. Why did you lie about all that? You even said that house chores was her hobby. Were you serious?
So you're going to believe someone like Marie, who you hardly even know, and not me, your husband? You've completely lost your marbles, Carol!
Lost my marbles? It's your family that's crazy. You approached me knowing full well that I had no family, my parents passed years ago, and that I owned my own company, The Perfect Pre. But I'm sorry to disappoint you. I may not have a family, but I have plenty of friends and employees that respect me and would do anything for me. I know how the world works. You picked on the wrong person, buddy. Oh, by the way, our marriage is over. I filed for divorce today.
Oh yeah? Well, so be it! You turned out to be just another no-good bimbo with money. It was a big mistake marrying you anyway. I'm glad I can get rid of you. And thanks for getting rid of the debt-ridden little floozy you're harboring. Saved us the trouble of getting rid of her. We're already planning to find another perfect woman for our needs. We don't need a couple of losers. Marie's served her purpose. Good riddance to her. But I expect something in return, that I get my share of your assets. I have the right to all the savings in your account. We were married after all.
A wolf is sheep's clothing, finally revealing your fangs. Oh, and about Mary, I'm going to demand that you pay her compensation for all the years that you guys abused her. My lawyers are working on the details, so be on the lookout for that. As for our joint account, well, that was like for 2 months or so, not much there, so do as you like. Most of it will probably be gone by the time you pay of Mary.
Why do I even have to pay compensation to her? She's not my wife!
You said it yourself, Mark. You said she was mentally unstable. So I had a psychiatrist examine her, and it seems she was affected by all the abuse your family reaped on her. Mentally, she's sound, but emotionally, that's another story. I have a full report from the doctor that examined her. To make a long story short, she's suing you and your family for emotional distress. Did you know that you can get compensation for stuff like that? I had no idea.
There's no proof that we caused her to become emotionally unstable.
Why do you think I'm divorcing you? You really think I didn't do a little preparation before deciding to divorce you? I had Mary record as much conversation as she could while she was at your house. When we deemed it etiquette, I got her out of there and over to my place. Bet you had no idea. I heard all the recordings, and there was plenty there. Your family talking about me and how you guys were going to rob me blind and enslave me. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys even saw some jail time. Oh yeah, and one more thing. I'm going to have a friend at a major magazine to publish all this, so this never happens again. And I really wouldn't do anything stupid going forward.
Excuse me? Are you out of your freaking mind? Magazine? What magazine would write about some boring family? You make us sound like the Manson family or something.
Do you really run a company, Mark? You really should keep up with the times. Magazines are hand up for stories. Their sales have dropped. Everyone is reading stuff online. Most major magazines will write a story if we pay them enough. We could spruce it up any way we want. Give it a title like, let's see, I was a slave for 5 years or something like that. Or maybe The Evil Family. That would draw plenty of readers.
You're really going to go that far, huh? But I know you. You won't do anything. You'll just end up hurting your own business. That's what you're most concerned about anyway.
Oh, I will go through with it. You can count on it. As a matter of fact, I really met with the chief editor. If I can help more girls, it's money well spent. The whole world will probably not even hear about it, but if enough people in the community read about it, well, you can imagine the backlash, I'm sure. Long as people in the neighborhood read about it, I'm fine with that.
Do you get a kick out of making me and my family suffer? I didn't think you were such a despicable person, Carol. You know what? I really feel sorry for you.
Please don't give me that. Playing the victim now? After all those years of treating Mary like a slave, stealing all her money? I've always believed I was an honorable person. If someone threatens me, I threaten them right back. If someone gives me respect, I respect them back. That's all I have to say to you, Mark.
Come on, Carol. It's not if I treated Marie that way because I wanted to. My folks made me do it. I had no way to refuse. You know how they are.
I'm glad that there's even a tiny bit of remorse left in you.
Does that mean you're going to forgive me? Let's start over. What do you say?
Sorry, that's not gonna fly. After the divorce goes through, show me that you're really sorry and do the right thing. If you really love me as you say, you wouldn't have a problem. First off, about Mary, a lawyer drew up all the papers and her divorce went through without a hitch. The recordings certainly helped, and with all the evidence, she was able to get a fair amount of compensation for the years of abuse she endured. Mark was able to get half of our savings account and few joint assets, and with all that money the family paid Mary her due. I doubt there was much left for Mark. Mary continued with her meeting with her doctor and gradually seemed to be recovering from her emotional trauma. Currently, she's staying with me and I told her she should just relax, but she insisted on helping me around the house. She even helped me with my business. I can never forgive that family for abusing and traumatizing such a kind and considerate woman like Mary. The ordeal with Mark's family made it into the magazine and they were the talk of the town, in a totally negative way, of course. It seems the company went bankrupt and their house was foreclosed. That magazine article really tore the family apart, it seems. I heard that they all went their separate ways. They've always relied on each other for survival, and now the family is no more. I wonder how they will survive. I'm pretty certain they're not leading such a joyous life. Some other family is living there right now. As for all the family members, they sort of disappeared into the night, kind of fighting for them. As for Mary and I, we're currently living together and to be honest, really enjoying ourselves. This house my folks left me is way too big for me alone. Anyway, it's as if I inherited a young sister. For a while, I was a bit depressed, figured I was just not fit for marriage. But I was able to rescue Mary because I was married to Mark. That's something, isn't it?
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey Mom, how's it going? I'm really sorry to be doing this, but I don't think that I'm going to be able to go back home this summer.
Jason, what a pleasant surprise to hear from you. It's a shame that you're not going to be able to make it, but thank you for telling me. I do appreciate it. I suppose I'll just remember that for when I start to make the plans for us here. We'll really miss you, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry about all of this. I promise to make it up to you and Dad and visit you guys really soon, though. Are you two going to be okay on your own this summer? All that grilling and retired life isn't going to be too much on you, right?
Hey now, it's not like we're senior citizens or something. Your dad and I can move around just fine, thank you very much. Your parents aren't that old yet, you know.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon. I feel like it's been forever since we were last able to get together.
I know what you mean, dear, but I suppose it really can't be helped after all, right? I mean, it just seems that you're always so busy with work all the time.
Ugh, you really have no idea. They work me quite hard over there. And lately we've been working on this project and they've been having me even go on every Saturday for a while now. I feel like I'm hardly even at my own home ever.
Oh wow, that sounds like a lot of work for you. I certainly hope that you're taking care of yourself and not letting yourself run ragged with all that. You know that money can't buy health, don't you? Or at least it can, but only at a very high price. Your dad and I are figuring that out now in our old age.
What are you talking about, Mom? I thought you said you two were still plenty young. But I am taking care of myself, I promise. I just need to take some time off this summer. A break to refresh and give myself a little reset. I was actually thinking of going on a small vacation with my family during then. That's how I won't be able to show up. I already asked for the time off from work.
Oh, Jason, you should have said something. You know that I would never be upset with you for wanting to take a vacation with your family. I just know that little Caleb would love to get a chance to travel around.
I really hope so. It feels like the only times we've ever been able to do anything as a family like this is when he's off school in the summer. So I really hope that we can make this trip work and have a good time. Although lately I have been trying to spend more time with him by playing games and doing stuff like that after school too.
I understand what it's like to be so busy with work that you hardly feel you have any time for anything else. But I am glad that you're at least making time here and there to be with your son.
Well, of course, I would feel awful if I didn't. He doesn't really have anything to do with me being busy. He's just a kid. I really do wish that it was easier to make time to play with him. Not only to be with Caleb, but also just to take some of the burden off of Clara.
You really are a sweet young man, the way you care so much about your family. You're making sure to remember everyone's birthday as well as your anniversary, right?
Of course I remember those. Do you know how much trouble I'd get in as a dad and husband if I forgot? It's not like we never do anything as a family.
I know, but it's also important to remember to not just be there for each other on the anniversary and birthdays, though. You need to show all your love and gratitude for each other every day.
I know, Mom. I promise that I'll try and make sure my family knows just how much I love them. As for if Claire is actually picking up on those messages is a completely different story, however.
Oh my, did something happen between the two of you? I hope everything's okay.
It's nothing that you need to worry about. I just feel like even more than Caleb, Claire and I haven't got to spend much time together at all.
I know that feeling. It really does get more difficult once a child gets involved. Anyways, you just let me know when your anniversary is, and I'll be more than happy to take Caleb off your hands for the night so that the two of you can do something.
You did it for us last year too, and it really helped, Mom. Maybe I will end up asking you again this year.
Well, anything to help you and Clara. Especially if it means I get to spend more time with my grandson. But you two need your alone time too. I understand that very much.
Thank you so much, Mom. You don't know how great it is knowing that you'll be there for us. Well, I'll let you know what my plans are and if I need to call on you for anything like that.
No problem. Just give me a little heads up so that I can make sure I'm free then as well. But I'll always be here for you when you need me, son. I'm very proud of you. Hello, Clara. I was just wondering if Caleb happened to be at home with you today. Hi there, Donna. No, sorry. Caleb is away at a friend's house playing right now. Why do you ask? Did you need to talk to him about something? Oh, I was just curious, since earlier when I was on the phone with Jason, he said that Caleb was there. And anyways, I wanted to ask if Caleb might like some of these fresh vegetables that I've just grown in my garden. Oh yeah, sometimes I forget that you really like growing your own food. But you really have enough to give us some? It's not much, but I thought Caleb might enjoy to see a little gift like that from his grandma. Do you know if he's going to be home tomorrow around noon? Oh, sorry. You don't actually have to send us anything, you know. I mean, I thought that Jason told you we were all going to go on vacation together, right? I thought that you all weren't going to be leaving for another week or so. Jason told me that he wouldn't have a problem if I brought them over. Yes, it isn't going to be for another week, but we already have food that we're trying to get through here so that it doesn't go bad while we're away. I have no idea why Jason would have told you that we wanted even more food, but I guess he probably just told you that without even checking the state of our fridge. Oh, I see. Well, I'm very sorry for the mix-up then. I didn't mean to inconvenience you with even more food. I just thought that you all might like something fresh from my garden. No, don't worry about it. I'm sorry for the mix-up. I suppose in that case I could just bring over the book then. The last time I saw Caleb, we were walking through a bookstore and he kept staring at this one book the whole time. He told me that he read it in school but really liked it and wanted a copy of his own. I bought one for him and wanted to give it to you to give to him. Okay, well, I guess that's alright as long as it's just a book. But I'm sorry about that. Caleb should know better than to ask for gifts like that. I'll talk to him about better ways to communicate that sort of thing. No, it's not a problem for me at all. I'm glad that he said something so that I knew what to get him. Please don't be mad at him for that. I thought he talked about the book very sweetly. You know, Donna, sometimes I worry that you're just a little too soft on Caleb. Maybe you should stop spoiling so much, actually. The thing is, he's been acting up and talking back to me a lot more lately. And I've been thinking that it might have something to do with you always giving him whatever he wants. Really? Caleb is talking back to you? But that's so odd. I almost can't even picture him acting that way. I know, but that's because you don't live with him. You just take care of him and go out to do fun things with him. He is a very, very different person once he's home. I've talked to him about his behavior several times, but he just won't listen to me. I see. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. I thought that he would act how he is with me while he's at home. I know, and I wish that were the case, but now he really is starting to take things a little too far. So I want to ask for your help in setting him straight. And I think we need to start by putting a little bit of a space between you and him. Would you mind not calling the house as often? I think that he sees you as a kind of get-out-of-jail-free card. So if he doesn't have you, then you'll just have to start listening to me. I suppose I could do that. Although I would really miss getting to talk to you all if I couldn't call. I know, but maybe you could just avoid us entirely for the summer. I think that would be best for everyone. That way, I could just regain a bit of control over my child. You understand, right? You don't want me to talk to Caleb all summer? But don't you think that's just a little bit excessive? I mean, this might make him act out even more, you know. He is only 2 years old after all. I think it's normal for kids his age to start getting a little more selfish, no? Oh, I know all about that, don't worry. But I've talked to Jason about this, and we think that it's for the best. So please, if you could help us with this, it would be greatly appreciated. I see. Well, if that's what you both want me to do, then it's not my place to object, now is it? In that case, I'll just send the book through the mail. I hope that you all have a really nice vacation, though. Thank you for understanding, Donna. I'll be going now. Jason! Just what is the matter with you all, huh? What are you trying to get at here?
Mom, what are you talking about? Is everything okay? What happened?
I am talking about Caleb, of course. Just what in the world are you and Clara thinking?
What about Caleb? I really have no idea what you're talking about at all.
Are you seriously going to try and play dumb about your own son with me right now? How could you and Clara go on your vacation and leave Caleb at home all by himself? That's so irresponsible of you. Not just you, but Clara, too. How could you both do this to poor, sweet little Caleb?
Wait, what are you talking about? I'm away on a business trip right now, but I thought Clara was going to be taking Caleb on a road trip.
You're on a business trip right now? But that doesn't make sense. I thought you said you'd already asked our company for the time off to take a vacation with everyone, right? I thought that you and Clara had gone and left Caleb here all by himself.
So Caleb really is at the house by... What the heck is going on? I was really hoping that was just some kind of bad joke you were trying to pull.
Why on earth do you think that I would lie about something like this? Are you telling me that you really didn't know your son was here at home all by himself?
I had no idea, I swear. I really thought that he was with his mom on a trip right now. I would have been with him if a coworker of mine hadn't gotten sick. After that, I was called in to take his place on the business trip because there was nobody else there. I really thought that Claire had him, though. What the heck is going on?
I see. So then, I guess if you're away and really had no clue about this, then that means it was Clara who left Caleb here. But I got a phone call from Caleb not that long ago asking if you could come and stay with me for a while.
He called you on the phone all by himself?
I guess he was so scared of being at home all by himself that he felt like he had no other choice but to call me. I asked him what he was doing at home, and that's when he told me that he was there all by himself. I was so confused because I was sure that he was meant to be away on a trip with the rest of you. So that's why I thought that you and Clara had just left Caleb and gone on a trip yourselves.
Well, that's not the case at all. But is Caleb okay? Are you with him now?
Yes, he sounded just fine over the phone. But your dad is driving over to your house now to go and pick him up. I think he should make it there by the late afternoon or so.
I see. I had no idea about any of this. Thank you so much for telling me, Mom. And I'm so sorry that you and Dad are having to take care of this problem while I'm away. I just don't even know what to say.
Well, you don't have to worry about me. It's Caleb who I was really worried for.
I know, but I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Do what? What's the matter, Jason? Is everything okay?
Mom, I'm so sorry to drop this on you all of a sudden, but I'm pretty sure that Claire is cheating on me. I don't have any proof, but I think that it's with someone from my office. I've seen him and her walking and talking together when they didn't know I was there.
You think that Clara is cheating on you? Are you serious? I would have never taken her to be that kind of girl. But that would mean that the reason she left Caleb at home would be to...
That's right. I think that she's going on a trip to be with this other man that she's seeing. I thought that she was acting a bit suspicious, but I didn't want to say anything without any kind of proof, you know?
I don't believe it, though. How could she just leave her poor 2-year-old son all by himself to go and do something like that? It's actually horrible. I don't know what else to call it.
I really thought that I was going to be able to go on this trip with the two of them, but I guess that Clara must have canceled Caleb's reservation and just made it so everything was set up for her to go alone.
It really seems that way, doesn't it? I just don't understand how she could do that to such a sweetie.
This is all my fault. If I didn't agree to go on this stupid business trip, none of this would have ever happened. If I didn't always try to make my job happy, then maybe Clara wouldn't be cheating on me right now.
Jason, please, you really shouldn't be blaming yourself for any of this. If Clara is cheating on you, then that's something that you and her are going to have to talk about as husband and wife. But you are not at fault for leaving your child at home alone like this.
You really think so? I hope so. Anyways, I'm going to call the office and explain what happened so I can get back home right away.
You really think you're going to be able to come back? I thought that you said that you were the only person in your office had to handle this business trip.
I know, but this is my son we're talking about, and he's home all alone. I'm sure that if I can call the office and tell them exactly what's going on, that they'll understand why I have to go home early. I can't help but feel partially responsible for this, so I'm going to step up and be there for my son now that he needs me.
Okay then, Jason. I really hope that your work understands the situation that you're in. In the meantime, your dad and I will make sure that Caleb is taken care of. You'll be in good hands, don't you worry about that. Hey there, Donna. I'm really sorry I couldn't get to the phone before. I was just so busy. By the time I saw you had called, we were already getting ready to get on the plane, so I couldn't really call you back. So, then I take that you messaging me now means that you've landed? Tell me, did you have fun on your trip? I really hope that you all were able to enjoy it. Oh yes, it really was just amazing. It had been so long since the three of us had been able to do something like that as a family. So then you really all enjoyed getting to travel together as a family? Of course we did. It really was a great time. Oh, well, isn't that sweet? I would love to see some photos of Caleb enjoying the vacation if you wouldn't mind sending me some. Oh, I'm really sorry, Donna. I'm just not the kind of person that takes that many photos, you know? I have plenty of shots of the scenery and things that we saw, but I don't think I have a single picture with any of us all together. So then you enjoy taking photos of the sights, but not the people that you're there with? Sorry, is there something you're trying to say, Donna? If you have a point to make, I'd rather you just come out with it than string me along. Okay then, I don't think that you're fit to be raising Caleb at all. Excuse me? Just where is all of this coming from all of a sudden? How could you even say something like that to me about my own son? I'm going to tell Jason that you just said that. Oh, if you think that's bad, you should check out what you've done. I mean, just how could you leave your 2-year-old son at home all alone to go and take a trip by yourself? What do you mean by that? Did you know that while you were away enjoying yourself, I got a very troubling call from Caleb? He told me that he was home all alone and asked if he could stay with me for a while until his parents got back. Wait, what? You're kidding me. He really called you? No, that can't be right. You've got to be lying to me. Do you really think that I'd lie to you about something like this? Well, Caleb is only 2 years old. Just how is he supposed to know how a phone works? You expect me to believe that not only could he use the house phone, but that he had your number memorized? You do remember that I included a little note in the package with the book that I sent Caleb, don't you? I wrote a little letter to him saying that if he ever needed to call me, he could reach me at my number, and I wrote it down for him. And then you left him all alone, and that's why he called me. Donna, I'm so sorry about this. So you admit that you left him all alone at home? I'm sorry, I'm so tired. It's so hard being a mom. I really just thought that no one would notice if I left Caleb alone for a while and took some me time. I just needed rest. I know that being a parent can be hard, but still, you can't just leave a 2-year-old child at home like that. And just who were you traveling around with anyways? What kind of question is that? Jason and I went on that trip together. I was with him the whole time. There you go, lying to me again. Do you really think that I didn't look into this anymore? I reached out to Jason after Caleb called me. Do you want to guess what he told me? You mean that you already talked to Jason about this? Of course I did. You think I wasn't going to call my son after I found out that my grandchild was left alone at home? But I haven't heard anything from Jason about any of this. Why wouldn't he mention this to me? I suppose it's because he wanted to take this chance to catch you cheating on him. After all, there's no way that you would have admitted to anything if you had just come home when Jason told you what happened. Cheating? You think that I'm cheating? I was never doing anything of the sort. I just went and took this trip all by myself. I just needed some me time, that's all, I swear. Clara, please, just give it up already. Jason has suspected that you were cheating on him for quite some time now. You're kidding me. He's been on to me this whole time? That's right. He told me that he saw you flirting with one of his coworkers while you didn't know he was there. And that ever since then you were always texting someone on your phone and then even changed your sense of style. Jason knew that something must have been up to make you act that way. At first he thought that he could win you back over by trying to charm you, but I guess it didn't work. But I don't get what this has to do with me cheating on him. Well, it has to do with you cheating because you left Caleb at home all alone to go on vacation with this other man, didn't you? But you didn't change any of your plans, just canceled Caleb's. So Jason knew exactly where you were going to be and asked a friend to go there and collect photos of you and this man. Please, no. You don't understand. I was just so tired. I know how difficult it can be taking care of the house and raising a child, trust me. I was in your shoes once and felt like I was being run ragged by life. But you can't let the consequences of that fall on your child. I understand. You can go ahead and tell Jason everything that I've told you here. Are you sure about that? I feel like he already knows most of this, but you can tell him what we've talked about. You know that this is probably going to end for you and Jason then, right? I hope that you'll do the responsible thing and hand over custody to him.
But I don't want a divorce. Wait, no, I've changed my mind. I love my husband and my child. I want to make this work. We don't have to split up.
I understand how you feel, but I really do think it's too late for all of that. I don't think that Jason is going to want to stick with you after all of this. The best thing that you can do is accept whatever comes next.
Donna, I can't seem to get a hold of Jason. Do you know where he is right now? Is he with you? Can you please tell him to call me so that we can talk about this?
I can talk to Jason myself, yes. But I don't think that he wants to talk to you at all. If you hear anything from him, it'll probably be through his lawyer. I really wouldn't expect him to call you or anything like that.
Donna, you have to do something to help me, please. I don't want to lose my family. I promise to never make a mistake like this again. You have my word. Can't you just help me convince Jason not to leave me? I mean, you're his mother. He'll listen to you if you talk to him. I can't even think about living away from my husband and son.
I really don't think that it's my place to do that for you. This is a problem between you and Jason, and you two are going to have to figure it out amongst yourself. But I think that even Caleb would prefer to be with his father. He says that you hardly spend any time at home at all. Caleb told me that during the summers, while his dad is at work, he's left at home all alone because you have to go run errands. Whatever that might mean.
I really do just have a lot that I need to get done. It's not like I'm leaving Caleb at home alone all the time just so I can go see this other guy.
Either way, I think that's for you and Jason to talk about. But after what you did, I'd be very surprised if anyone forgave you. If Caleb didn't call us, then he would have been all by himself for a little over a week. How can you say that you care about your child when you did that to them? And if you're upset because Caleb is talking back more, then maybe it's because you're hardly in his life these days.
You're right. I'm so sorry. I never wanted this to happen.
And to top it all off, Caleb told me that you even told him not to say a word about being left at home alone to his dad. He told me that you told him that if he says anything to Jason, that Jason would leave the house and never come back. How could you threaten your own child like that? Anyways, I don't have anything left to say to you. After that, Clara tried calling Jason over and over again. When she finally did hear back from him, it was through his lawyer explaining the divorce process. Clara dragged her heels every step of the way, but finally the divorce was settled about 6 months later. In the end, Clara had to pay for her affair, child support, and alimony. Jason got custody of Caleb and moved back in with his father and I as he got over the divorce. We have no idea what Clara is up to because Jason refuses to have her be part of his life anymore. And although Caleb may want to rekindle a relationship with his mom in the future, Jason is choosing to keep them apart for the time being.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.